Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for coming today. Let me introduce myself. I am Ardiansyah Djafar. For today, I'm going to talk about motivation in language classroom. Here, why I choose this topic because, as we know, motivation is strongly influenced by many internal and external factors. And talking about internal factors, it is include confidence, perceptions, attitude, and etc. And for external factors, it is like friends, classmates, classroom, system, and so on. And ladies and gentlemen, the factors that influence motivation in language classroom is not just from external or internal factors. Actually, there are so many specific factors that can influence learners' motivation in language classroom. So here there is a question that become our main theme here. What are these factors, and how can teacher exploit these factors to foster learners' motivations? And to answer these questions, I have divided my point into two main points here. And the first point talking about five classroom specific factors of motivation, and the second point talking about what teacher should do to increase learners' motivations. To get in time efficient and effectively, let's start to the first point. Five classroom specific factors of motivation. According to Rainanda 2014, these five factors is more familiar known as 5TS. They are teacher, teaching methodology, text, task, and test. Let's start to the T1, teacher. As a teacher that has job to creating a motivation classroom atmosphere, they have to helpful, humorous, enthusiastic, and committed. So here teachers should to implement about it. Teachers should involve all of students so that the conditions of classroom is be more active. And talking about the teaching methodology, of course, teacher has own way to teach their student. So to create a motivating atmosphere, teachers should vary their methodology. So by engaging students towards achieving the second language learning targets. And next for the third T, text. The text that is used as classroom materials, it should be interesting, comprehensible, and relevant to the students. So what teacher give to the student can easily understand about the text. And talking about the task here not should be difficult. So when teacher give the task should be should increase motivation of learners, not decrease students' motivation. So here, tasks that fall within students' experience and skill tend to be more motivating than those that are too demanding. And for the last T, or T5, test. The tests that serve as learning tools on purpose to see their experience, it should be enjoyable to achieve their learning goals. Next to the second point, what teachers should do increase learners' motivations. Here, actually, teacher just teach the student, and then how they implement these five classroom specific classroom of motivations by creating a motivation environment in classroom. So student here feel enjoyable and interesting toward the teaching and what we call and interesting to join learning teaching process. So in my conclusion that to in my conclusion that to implement all of these factors and to apply what teachers should do here, teacher should concern about the objective of learning that will be achieved, and then the content of learning materials and the strategy of teaching and learning which are used is really important here. And the important thing that should be remind as the teacher here, they have to know the characteristic of each student. That's all about my presentations. And if you want to ask question or giving opinion, I give you time to.